Hi, I'm James, and in this video I'll be restoring this vintage wood axe. I picked this axe up recently at a local flea market. The inscription is very worn, but I could just make out it's a Brade's Criterion 378 general purpose axe. I believe it was manufactured between 1937 and 1961 when it was taken over by another company. In 1937, the Brades are listed as traders in the BIF, the British Industries Fair exhibition in Birmingham. I happen to have one of their badges from the fair here. I believe my grandfather may have picked it up. There are several problems with this axe we seek to remedy to bring it to its full restoration. The axe connoisseurs among you will notice straight away that the axe head is on upside down. There's also a lot of compaction on the hammer side, but the sharp edge is not too concave. The axe head has also been hung by forcibly hammering down this metal wedge inside the wooden handles, probably splitting it. This has resulted in the thinning of the edges on this side. The handle has also been roughly shaped, and there's some splitting on the bottom. So we need to get this axe head off, grind it down, get it polished, sharpen it up, and sand down the axe handle, then rehang it. Right, to take this head off should be a simple affair. If I just saw off this incorrectly wedged head here, this metal wedge should pull out with a pair of pliers. Right, we're just going to drill into the axe head to loosen this wedge with my recently restored Stanley Bridges drill from 1957. Well, what I thought was a wedge is actually some sort of hasp or plyer. Some sort of wedge with a hole in it. Now we're going to wire brush the rust and residuals on the axe head using a wire brush. The polishing is coming on nicely. It was so rusted that this No.2 has turned up on the back of the axe. So what I'm going to do is bath it in some vinegar overnight to help finish the process. Right, the axe head has been fizzing away in this bath of malt vinegar for the last 14 hours. So I'm going to take that out, scrub it off, see what results I get. Just brushing off with some wire wool here. Look at that, good as new. Here's the axe head looking all shiny and new after the vinegar bath and the wire brush head drilling. I shall put it again in the vinegar bath just to give it a final finishing off. Let's move on to the handle. Right, I'm not happy about reusing this shaft. It is very worn. My drilling attempts here have split the shaft. I was following other people's advice in videos. The previous owner has also missed his targets a lot and has quite ruined this section here. That's leaving not much width for the axe head to sit on. There's also a split in the bottom here. But as we're on a budget, we're going to make the best use of it by putting a wooden wedge in and some leather tongue here to stop the axe from falling down, which is a temporary solution because I won't be using that match. So let's start sanding with a coarse sandpaper. Right, it's a couple of months later, the axe handle is sanded down, the axe head is polished. Now all we have to do is connect it together. Now for a wedge, I'm going to use fashion something from this old bit of lightning struck oak. Right, we've made a very crude, simple wedge. So we're going to fit it to the handle now. Get this the right way around. Is that right? So we're going to knock this gently onto the handle. It's just protruding there. And gently tap in the wedge. That appears to be a very tight, strong fit. Using all my might there. I'm a very strong man. That seems to be very secure. So we're just going to saw that off. And you'll notice there's a lot of gaps in between the woods. We're just going to fill that with more little sticks of wood and probably some melted glue. Right, so that's securely fitted. Trimming the edge with a saw. That's not too bad, but we're just going to fill it in with plastic and make it look pretty. I've got some dripping plastic here. You don't want something that bursts into flames and chokes the house out and is toxic. Well, this is toxic anyway. I'd recommend doing this in an outside or well ventilated area. So you're going to drip some of it in, and when it's warm enough, we're just going to paste it in. So what I'm doing is just melting the plastic into the holes. It's quite an effective solution. There you go, shop ready for eBay. Now we're going to keep this. We're going to sharpen it up next with the drill. Right, I've decided not to sharpen the axe because I'll be using it for splitting logs, not cutting down trees or fancy carpentry. So I'm just going to give it a coating of olive oil and then we are done. Axe complete. And that's a cat.